Good morning, dear children. So, we came to know that Derry always wanted to talk about his face, and Lamb always wanted to talk about nature. When Lamb did not ask anything about Derry's face, Derry concluded that Mr. Lamb did not ask him anything about his face because he was afraid of his face. So he wanted Mr. Lamb to ask what had happened to his face. When Mr. Lamb asked this, he told that his one side of the face was burnt due to acid. He further said, it ate my face up, it ate me up. Means that acid burn was eating his personality completely. Mr. Lamb said, no. When Derry said, it's like this, my face is like this, and it won't ever be any different. My face is going to remain this same ugly face. At this point, Mr. Lamb said, no. Derry said, aren't you interested? Because he was not talking much about his face. And generally, the people Derry met were quite interested in his story. You know that people like these kind of stories so that they can talk behind your back. So they want you to share everything with them so that they can have some gossip. But here Mr. Lamb was a different person. He did not ask much about his face. That was the reason Derry asked, aren't you interested? Mr. Lamb said, you are a boy who came into the garden, plenty do. I'm interested in anybody, anything. There's nothing God made that doesn't interest me. Look over there, over beside the far wall, what can you see? Derry said, I can see rubbish. Mr. Lamb said, rubbish? Look, boy, look, what do you see? Derry said, just grass and stuff, weeds. So Mr. Lamb pointed towards something and Derry said, it's just like grass. Then Mr. Lamb said, some call them weeds. If you like, then a weed garden. There's fruit and there are flowers and trees and herbs, all sorts. But over there, weeds. I grow weeds there. See, he grows weeds. People cut the weeds because they are unwanted plants and they hamper the growth of other plants as well. But Mr. Lamb, who said, I like each and everything created by God, he loved weeds too. He had a weed garden. Why is one green growing plant called a weed and another flower? Mr. Lamb said, both are created by God, both are green in color, then why one is said to be weed, unwanted, and second is loved, that is flower? Where's the difference? It's all life, growing, same as you and me. He said, like all the plants are similar, whether it is a flower plant or it is a weed, they are same because there is life in both of them. Similarly, all the human beings are also same as you and me. Derry said, we are not the same. Because he thinks that his acid burnt face makes him different than others. He said, we are not the same. Then Mr. Lamb told about some differences. He said, okay, I'm old, you are young, you have got a burnt face, I have got a tin leg. For the first time in the story, now Mr. Lamb is telling that he is also physically impaired. He also has a tin leg. Further, he said, not important. See, for Derry, his face was everything he talked about. But Mr. Lamb just said one line. You have got a burnt face, I have got a tin leg, not important. You are standing there, I'm sitting here, where's the difference? Then Derry asked, why have you got a tin leg? Lamb replied, real one got blown off years back. Lammy Lamb, some kids say, haven't you heard them? You will. Lammy Lamb, it fits, doesn't trouble me. So you can see that Mr. Lamb was called like Lammy Lamb by kids. It happens that a person is physically impaired. Some people make fun of him. But Mr. Lamb had learned to live with that tag. He said, it fits me. I am lame and my name is Lamb. So if they call me Lammy Lamb, it's okay. I don't bother about this. Derry said, but you can put on trousers and cover it up and no one sees. They don't have to notice and stare. He said, if you cover your leg, people do not stare at your leg. Why is he saying this? Because he was continuously being stared because of his face. He could not cover his face, but yes, the leg could be covered. Lamb said, some do, some stare, some don't. They don't have to not, they get tired of it in the end. Whatever the thing, however the thing beautiful is, or however it is ugly, people get tired of looking at it and talking about it. They just want new thing and new topic every day to talk about. That's the reason Lamb said they get tired of it in the end. There's plenty of other things to stare at. There are so many things people can stare at that. Why would they stare at my leg? Derry said, yes, there are a lot of things to stare at, like my face. But Lamb said, like crab apples, or the weeds, or a spider climbing up a silken ladder, or my tall sunflowers. He was positive. So he said that people can look at these beautiful things, like sunflower, spider climbing, or all these things. But Derry was a negative person, so he thought, no, people only look at the things like his burnt face. Derry said, things? Because he was talking about things. But Mr. Lamb said, it's all relative. Beauty and the Beast. This is a story, Beauty and the Beast. Derry said, what's that supposed to mean? Why have you mentioned this, Beauty and the Beast? How can it be relative? How can beauty and ugliness be relative? Mr. Lamb said, you tell me. Then Derry replied, you need not think that they haven't all told me that fairy story before. It is a fairy story. It's not what you look like, it's what you are inside. This is the moral of this story, Beauty and the Beast. I hope that you all have either seen it on YouTube, or you have heard it from somewhere else, or read in some books. Beauty and the Beast is a story about a prince who loved a girl but cheated on that girl, and the girl cursed him that he would be very ugly and like a monster, and the prince changed into a monster. The girl also cursed him that if any girl would love him for his monstrous looks, then he would become a prince again. Means if the girl would love him as he is, not for his looks, then he would be changed again. And a girl comes and loves him for who he was, and then the prince again changed to his original form. This is the story. That is the reason Derry said, you need not think they haven't all told me that fairy story before. It's not what you look like, it's what you are inside. Handsome is as handsome does. Beauty loved the monstrous beast for himself, and when she kissed him, he changed into a handsome prince. Only he wouldn't. He would have stayed a monstrous beast. I won't change. Derry said he was changed because he was kissed or loved by someone, or it was a fairy story. But if I talk about me, I'm not going to change. My looks are also like a monster, but no girl is going to love me, and nothing this kind of miracle is going to happen with me. And Mr. Lamb agreed. He said, in that way, no, you won't. In that way that a girl kisses you and you will change. No, in that way you are not going to change. Derry said, and no one will kiss me ever. Only my mother, and she kisses me on the other side of my face. And I don't like my mother to kiss me. She does it because she has to. Why should I like that? I don't care if nobody ever kisses me. See in this stanza how pain is there in Derry's mind and heart. He is a poor boy who actually doubts his mother's love too. He thinks that his mother kisses on the other side because he doesn't like his face. For a mother, her child is always the most beautiful or handsome child, whatever the looks of the child are. But this child is so negative that he thinks that his mother is also not loves her truly. He said, I don't care if nobody ever kisses me. Then Mr. Lamb said, but do you care if you never kiss them? Derry is not able to understand. He said, what? Then Mr. Lamb said, girls, pretty girls, long hair and large eyes, people you love. They don't kiss you, that's okay, but does it bother you that you never kiss them? Means, okay, people are staring at you. They are ruining your life. But what you are doing, you are not looking at the beautiful things and you are not enjoying your life. Right? There is a difference. How you are living your life on the basis of what people are thinking of you, and they are staring at you, and you are negative, and you are just defiant, and you are closed in your door, and you are not enjoying your life. Why? Derry said, who would let me to kiss anyone? Not one. Lamb said, who can tell? Maybe some person who truly loves you will allow you to kiss him or her. Derry said, I won't ever look different. When I'm as old as you, I'll look the same. I'll still only have half a face. Lamb is a very practical kind of person. He agreed. He said, so you will. That's true. Derry is going to look same. So you will, but the world won't. You will look the same, but the world will change. You are not enjoying the world. The world has got a whole face. You have got an acid burnt face. You can't see your face. It's okay. See the world. The world is beautiful. Why are you not enjoying your life? And the world is there to be looked at. Derry said, do you think this is the world, this old garden of yours? Lamb said, when I'm here, not the only one, means somebody's there with me, but the world as much as anywhere. So for me, this is a beautiful world. So wherever you are, in whatever situation you are, enjoy yourself. Then that is the most beautiful time of yours and you are enjoying the world. Now Derry asked, does your leg hurt you? He was now having a kind of sympathetic attitude towards Mr. Lamb, knowing that he was also like him. Lamb said, tin doesn't hurt, boy. Derry asked, when your leg came off, did it hurt? Lamb said, certainly, definitely. And now, I mean, where the tin stops, where your leg is broken or your leg is missing, where the tin leg is there, at the top, does it hurt? Lamb said, now and then. Sometimes in wet weather, it doesn't signify. And he said, it isn't important if my leg hurt or not. See, Derry is so painful, but Lamb doesn't want to talk about his pain. Oh, that's something else, they all say. Look at all those people who are in pain and brave and never cry and never complain and don't feel sorry for themselves. Derry said, you are like the person, like my parents give me example, that look at all those people who are in pain, but they are brave. And we have to be. If we do not have anything, or if we have some kind of weakness, shortcoming, we should accept it and we should not just be focused on it and leave everything else. Lamb said, I haven't said it that you should not cry when you feel pain. Derry said what his parents say to him, and think of all those people worse off than you. This is what you are taught when you get some low marks or you are in some pain. These kind of examples are given कि अपने से भी बुरा देखो, ऐसा हो जाता तो ऐसा भी हो सकता था, but still you are better. To feel you better, these kind of examples are given. So same example is given to Derry as well. He said, and think of all those people worse off than you. Think you might have been blinded or born deaf or have to live in a wheelchair or be daft in your head and dribble, like behaving like a mad person. Maybe you get mad then. You are so better than others that you have your body entirely okay, only your one side face is burned. So you are still better than others. This is taught to Derry. And this he shares with Mr. Lamb. So tomorrow in the video we'll be discussing how finally Derry gets changed because of Mr. Lamb's behavior. So the other way is to say I'm sorry. You can say it like I apologize, or I owe you an apology, I beg your pardon, sorry about that, I'd like to apologize, oh my bad, my mistake. So there are so many words, but what we say is just I'm sorry. Next way is to say boring, tedious. Oh, this is so much a tedious day. Dull, uninteresting, tiresome. This game is tiresome. Monotonous, lifeless, mundane. So these are the other ways to say boring. Note down these words and have a good day.